Hey everybody, it's Matt from endsickness.org. Today I'm going to be talking about the top supplements for protozoan infections. I'll discuss my battle with dientamoeba fragilis, talk about how you must remove all your irritants from your life, your environment, your diet, all that first. Talk about different protozoa require different supplements, and now I'll go over all the different supplements listed here, and I'll talk about how all your supplements must modulate mast cells and keep the immune system calm. Otherwise, you're going to be contributing to your symptoms, making things worse. And then I'll summarize key points at the end for you. So, first of all, I was extremely sick. I had dientamoeba fragilis they found later on, which is a protozoa in the same family as malaria and amoeba. And I had lost over 80 pounds, was only able to eat 6 different foods, with rashes all over my body, 6 or 7 different bacterial infections were found, Candida, etc. And they thought that the bacterial infections in the Candida were actually causing the majority of my health issues when they later found out it was dientamoeba fragilis. And the reason I created this video is because most people don't realize that protozoa are at the root of the majority of gut-related conditions. If you have gut problems, you probably have a protozoan infection, right? So let me go over the steps to be able to get through these things, and then also I'm going to talk about the different supplements. So first, you must remove the irritants out of your diet, your supplements, your environment, pharmaceuticals, etc. before you're able to make lasting progress. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people are eating things in their diet that they're sensitive to. They're eating the same foods every single day. They are eating foods that they're intolerant to, that they don't realize. And there's no way to really get through a protozoan infection unless you remove the hidden food sensitivities. Because the overactive immune response is what is driving the infection, all right? It basically, when the immune system is overactive, inflammation markers go up, the inflammation markers go up, then the infection starts growing, in essence. So, you have to remove the irritants from your diet. You cannot be living in an environment. You're inhaling things that are making you irritated. You can't be taking synthetic supplements that don't calm the immune system down and expect to get better from protozoan infections. You can't take pharmaceuticals, in my opinion. You can't take pharmaceuticals that are poisoning your body, in essence, and try to get over a chronic parasitic infection, right? So you must remove the irritants first. Next, different protozoa require different things, right? So each of these supplements I have listed on here, one of them may work better for you than the rest of them. For me, it was raw colostrum. That was the one that made the biggest difference for me. So raw colostrum was excellent in helping with the bacterial infections, the fungal infections, the systemic stuff, getting my immune system to turn back on. Probably helped with the protozoa as well, because I gained 40 pounds back in 4 months after drinking that stuff. I was able to eat all the different foods I couldn't eat before. I was able to do a lot of things I couldn't do before. So, raw colostrum I think was the most important out of everything. Artemisinin is another anti-protozoa. It's anti-allergy. It calms the immune response down, prevents allergy responses, and broad-spectrum anti-protozoan. B. propolis. B. propolis is another great one. It helps good bacteria grow very fast. It helps to fight bacterial infections, fungal infections, but it's also anti-protozoan. So it's an excellent option. I personally use the Eco Bee Farm brand. Cryptolepis sanguinolenta. That is another one. It's a broad-spectrum anti-protozoan. I would typically take that for shorter periods of times. It's not as heavy of a mast cell modulator as the rest. So you probably want to do a 10-day max, but that's a broad-spectrum anti-protozoan. Berberine, another one of my favorites. Broad-spectrum anti-protozoan, but also very helpful for growing good gut bacteria, helpful for keeping the immune system calm, calming down the mast cells, etc. Then you got cat's claw. Cat's claw is another great one because it's anti-allergy. It stops allergy responses even when provoked, and it's also anti-protozoan as well. Then you got ginger and garlic, which are probably the 2 weakest of them. But they've shown to be effective against blastocystis hominis. And ginger, I would choose over garlic. It's lower chance of being an irritant. Ginger can still help with gut lining, still help with protozoa infection, but not be as likely to irritate the gut or the leaky gut if you have it. Garlic has a broad spectrum anti-protozoan effect, but you got to pulsate that dose. You can't be taking that every day. Eventually, you'll end up reacting to it in most cases if you're in that high reaction state. So with the garlic, I would be taking that every few days or so if it was me. So these supplements, the key point to mention is you don't want to take any of these every single day for long periods of time, right? In my opinion, you got to cycle them, a few days on, a day off, a day on, a day off, 5 days on, 2 days off, whatever, but you need some time off. You can't constantly be taking these things. And in my opinion, it's best to rotate them. You can try one and then rotate the next one in, try the next one, try the next one, and see which one's producing the best effect, and that'll give you an idea which one is most specific to the type of protozoa or infection that you have. Key point to mention again, all of these must modulate mast cells. Anything you're doing trying to get rid of protozoa must calm the immune system down also. If they don't, you can aggravate the immune response, which makes the protozoan infection grow, right? And that is not what you want, obviously, if you're trying to get rid of them. So all of what you're using for protozoan infections must modulate or calm down mast cells or else. Summary of key points. I had dientamoeba fragilis, one of the worst infections that I've come across. Had lost over 80 pounds. Didn't see myself getting better until I came across the miracle of raw colostrum and the supplements listed here. You must remove the irritants first from your diet, your supplements, your pharmaceuticals, your environment. Otherwise, you're going to have a very tough time getting rid of protozoa because they thrive in an overactive immune state. Okay? Different protozoa require different things. You may try the colostrum and it may work better than anything else like it did for me. You may try the artemisinin, it may work better. But going through each of these things is important because all of them have different protozoan activities. They have effectiveness against different protozoans. So it's worth trying all these things and seeing which one is effective for you, in my opinion. And as I said, for the 8th time, all these things must modulate mast cells. It's the key. It's one of the things I drive home on my channel over and over and over again is you have to keep the immune system calm when you're going through the recovery of this chronic illness process. Otherwise, you'll trigger inflammation, which will exacerbate the symptoms. So hopefully you guys have taken a lot from this video. If you have any questions, reach out to me via my website, endsickness.org. You could also leave your questions in the comments on YouTube. This is not meant to be medical advice in any way, shape, or form. Don't misconstrue it as that. This is for educational purposes only, based on my personal experiences I've had with my clients, etc. So thanks again for watching and hope to see you guys soon.